Hey everyone, Dago FPS here, and I wanted to give you a look at my complete TCG number collection. Um, I was a big fan of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal anime, watched every episode as it aired when I was back in high school. Me and my friends started collecting the numbers individually since there was so many of them, and we were just teenagers without any jobs. But as they slowly moved on from collecting and some even playing the game, I went ahead and completed the collection for myself. Been keeping up to date as new numbers get announced in the OCG or TCG. And I wanted to make this video for several years now, but I've been holding off because there's always been at least one more number that's announced. And then by the time that one comes out, then another one gets announced, some alternate form, and that's how it's been for several years. But managed to get them all that have been announced and released. There's no new ones released at this point in time, the date of this upload. So for now, I consider this complete. So let's go ahead and take a look. I've got it in this 4-pocket Ultra Pro binder, and I've got several other collections in here, but I'm gonna go ahead and open up to numbers. So just in terms of organization, I've got them organized by the first 107, the original forms, and followed by the chaos forms, the future forms, the shining forms, and then any alternate release for any of the numbers, and we'll get to those. And so I'll just do an overview of all the numbers as we go through. The 4 Numerons, Doom Chimera, number 6, Lucky Stray, Heraldic King, number 9, 10, 11, Big Eye, really popular, 12, 13, could do a lock with 31, 14, 15's become more popular in recent years with gimmick puppet support, 16, still banned, but for good reason, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, Zombie Sign, one of my personal favorites. I used to play this so many times just because my friends couldn't get over the 4500 attack stat. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. You can do that in a lock with 13. 32, used a lot by my good friend Edgardo and his Sharks. 33, 34, ultimate rare, original art from Generation Force. And I do want to call that out because I do have the alternate art, but that's in the alternate section. 35, 36, 37, 38, another one of my personal favorites, use it all the time, my Galaxy Eyes. 39, I have all of its forms, we'll get to those later on. 40, very popular with the recent gimmick puppet support. 41, used a lot in competitive, but I honestly don't use it that much, to be honest. 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, Dragulon. I wish this one was better. I personally like it, but it's not that good objectively. 47, 48, 49, 50. This was good for a while as an alternative to 101, but then I got power crept. 51, 52. This was really good. I think it was when Apple Cleafort Towers was the meta boss monster, and then summon this out, and then he changed it to 3000 attack and crash into it to get rid of it. 53, 54. There was a hypothetical Chaos 54 that was supposed to be summoned in the Zexal anime, but that never actually happened. So it remains to be seen if they'll actually release that card or not. 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, Dugarus, pretty popular. 61, 62, another one of my favorite numbers. The scene where Kaido summons it in the anime was hype as hell. 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, Malevolent Sin. I'm honestly surprised that the TCG released the name as it is, considering There's been so much censoring of religious content over the years. I do know that this was towards the I think this was in the 2020s when they started becoming more lax, but still surprising to see that they have that word in the actual card name. 71, a retrain to 17, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76. Honestly, I always thought this kind of looked like Melodious support just by the artwork, but they're completely unrelated. 77, the Seven Sins, another one, the Sins. 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, still banned for good reason, but super powerful. 87, 88, good luck getting his win condition off. 89, used to be a prize card, but then it got reprinted, so I have the reprint. 90, use this in my Galaxy Eyes a lot. 91, 92, and 93 was also a prize card, so 2 prize cards right above each other, but this one got reprinted as well. 94, 95, still banned. Dumps 3 dragons, so that's pretty abusable, so still banned for good reason. 96, 97, 98. I know the numbers have meanings for each of them, but I really was surprised that they chose 98 as like a counterpart to 39. Okay, I guess the 8's a complete version of a 3, but I digress. 99, in the final battle of Zexal, this was summoned by Astral. Pretty cool summoning. 100, then we get to the over hundreds. 101, I remember this was like $40 to $50 when it first came out, and even though I was a broke high school student, I bought this for $40 off of a classmate of mine, and I used it as much as I could, and then it was a few years before it got reprinted, so got some good memories with this one. 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, this was a prize card. Then it got reprinted. For the longest time I had a Japanese copy to fill in, but when the English one got reprinted, I went and got that. 107, another personal favorite, just like its name, Tachyon Dragon. Its color scheme, love purple, and then its animations in the anime was pretty good. Now we're getting to the chaos numbers. Chaos number 1, chaos 5, chaos 6, chaos 9, chaos 15, chaos 32, used by my friend Edgardo a lot, and then the new upgraded form, Shark Drake the Vice. Then we get to the various Utopias, chaos 39, Utopia Ray V, Utopia Ray Victory. There are a few more, but since they share the name with Utopia Ray, Ray V, I put them in the alternate section, so we'll get to those later. Chaos 40, pretty popular with the mix-up of support. Chaos 43, Chaos 62. Man, I wish this card could have been in the anime, but it was released way after. Still, the commercial was pretty good. Use this in my Galaxy Eyes. Chaos 65, Chaos 69, Chaos 73, Chaos 79, Chaos 80, Chaos 88, Chaos 92, Chaos 96. Then we're getting into the Chaos over 100 numbers, Chaos, and then these are really used nowadays with the 7 Tachyon for searching main deck monsters. Chaos 101, Chaos 102, Chaos 103, Chaos 104, Chaos 105, Chaos 106, Chaos 107, and then I know it's not a number per se, but it was an evolution of the Chaos over 100 numbers in his Zexal anime, so I put him here. Chaos Sexy, Barry, and Hope. And then we get to the 1000s, Chaos 1000 Numeronius, and Chaos Imaginary Number, Numeronius Numeronia, used by Dawn 1000. The anime, this card, I believe it was the first rank 13 released. And then we got a Raid Raptor as well, so there's only 2 rank 13s currently in the game. Now we're getting to the future numbers. Some people put these at the front, but since these ones are like number C and number F, I've just put them in like alphabetical order for that. So Utopic Future, and then it's attack form, Utopic Future Slash, upgraded form, Utopic Draco Future, and then it's most recently released number F0, Utopic Future Zexal, So I was waiting on this one to come out with the Duelist Advance set, which just came out this month, July 2025. Now that I have it, I wanted to make this video since this was the most recently announced number, most recently released number, and there's no other numbers announced or released in the OCG as of July 2025. So this collection's up to date and complete in my eyes. S Series Exexel still banned for good reason. S33 Spider Shark recently released here in the US in Monster Mayhem. S38 same set, Monster Mayhem. S39 Utopia the Lightning. I love using this one, and so many people only use 39 and S39 in the extra deck, but I do run the Utopia Prime with it. That way Utopia Lightning has 2 attacks, because you never know. If you can just summon out something with 5,000 attacks, there's a good chance you might need it again. So, and then number XX Utopic Dark Infinity. This was used by Eve in the Arc V manga, and it is a number monster, so cool to see that. And now we're getting into the alternate numbers, and what I mean by alternate numbers is that these numbers either share their number with a different number from the original 100, or they are an alternate art or an alternate form of a number that we've already seen. So number 1, this is alternate form of the Numeron 1, which is the real number. So in the anime they call these the fake numbers. So number 1, number 2, number 3, I use this a lot in Phantom Knights. Number 4, Stealth Kraken. And then it spawns Stealth Kraken spawn. So even though this isn't technically a number, it is summoned off number 4 Stealth Kraken, so I just kept them next to each other. And then we've got this, I consider an alternate language almost. Number 17 Leviathan the Dragon, and it's in the Astral language. So this cost a pretty penny to get, but I was glad to get it. 34 is an example of an alternate art for it. So the other one was in defense form, and this one's in attack form. And then 39, Utopia Roots. So this one shares the number 39 with Utopia, but it's devolve form. Utopia Rising, Utopia Double, Utopia alternate art, Utopia second alternate art, and then Utopia Astral language, Utopia Beyond, and then 2 newer ones, upgraded forms of 69. They're not chaos numbers, they're just upgraded 69. So number 99 alternate, this came out in OCG structure deck, and then this came out in Brothers a Legend over here, because sometimes the Konami doesn't release structure decks, they just take the contents and move it to TCG in a pack. Alternate art number 107. This costs a pretty good amount because it's a quarter century secret rare. Love the artwork though. Ultimate Dragonic Utopia Ray and Ultimate Leo Utopia Ray. So if you see, this card is always treated as number C39 Utopia Ray. So since Utopia Ray was already featured earlier, I put these in the alternate section. ZS Utopic Sage. Now the rest of these cards are related to the numbers. They're not numbers on their own, but I already had a lot of these cards, and I had room in the binder, so I just went ahead and put them in. So ZS Utopic Sage, ZW Dragonic Carolbird, CW Leo Arms, all Zexal. This is Zexal Sage, Zexal weapons related to the Utopias. La Virtue Dragon. I was really disappointed that this was not a number monster, considering it came out in the same set as the C32 upgrade. I mean, it is a straight retrain of Leviathan Dragon to go from a beat stick to actually having searchability for the shark, water, sea serpent archetype. Really wish it was a number monster, but I consider it related since it's a retrain. And then Numeron Wall. And then these are some OCG only cards. They're related. These are actually illegal. They can't be used in a duel. I forgot their names off the top of my head, but they are related to the different forms of Zexal, so I include them in here. Numeral Hunter is actually anti-support. It's based off Kaido himself. And I got Kaido's Dragon, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, and this recent released Chibi form. I put these in here since Galaxy Eyes has upgraded into number 62, so it's kind of like a base form. And then Dystopia Despondent, well, not directly a number, it was the the final boss in the Zexal manga. So I wish it had been a number, but it's a main deck monster, counterpart to antagonist version of Utopia. So there we go. Then we get on to some spells. These are direct number supports of Glorious Numbers, Memories of Hope, Numbers Evail, Numbers Last Hope. Love to start work. Numeron Calling, some of the Numeron cards, Numeron Chaos Ritual, Numeron Network, Numeron Storm. I remember when the Numeron cards first got announced, everybody was trying to just build like a turbo build of them to spam out number C1. And then with the 4 Numerons, they would like just attack repeatedly, and each time they double their attack. Don't really see that too much, except on Master Duel, but Numeron's pretty strong. 7th Ascension, this card right here. 7th Force. Numbers Overlay, these are trap cards. Numbers Overlay Boost, Numbers Protection, Number Wall. This makes it so the numbers can't be destroyed by battle except with number monsters, so this is taking their anime effects and actually makes it into a continuous trap. Would have been nice if it was a field spell, like that helps you summon a number or something, but this is fine too. Purge Ray, features some numbers on it. Rebirth of the 7 Emperors, this is some of the 7 support. Reincarnation of the 7 Emperors. Resurgam XCs. 7th Eternity, the Deal of Destiny, the Door of Destiny. So these were the door that Yuma saw in the anime and wanted, basically just to start at this, door was locked, and then once it opened, the numbers came out, so that's how that worked out. So also featured in the Zexal anime was the Chaos XCs. These were the enemies of the numbers, so I got them all. You can't see it, but behind each card I have their base forms, so just know that. Chaos XC's Battleship Cherry Blossom, Equip Engineer, Dark Fairy Cheer Girl, Heroic Comics Hero Legend Arthur, more recent one, Nosh Knight, and then another copy of Barian Hope, Simon the Great Moral Leader, newly released one, Gimmick Puppet Phantomax Machine X, really popular because of the Gimmick Puppet support, Corpse Lord Ultimate Trainer, Sky Palace Babylon, some Baryon support, Baryon's Chaos Draw, Baryon Utopia. Here I've got the rank up magics that are related to the Zexal anime. So we got Baryon's Force, and then the 7th one that are related to it, and then Quick Chaos, and then the Numeron column, we've got Numeron Force, and then Numeron Force is actually a revised version of Limited Baryon's Force in the anime, if you saw that episode. And then it even had a downgraded version, Numeron Fall. So here's Astral Force, Rank Up Magic Utopia Force, and then Rank Up Magic Admiration 1000. This doesn't really fit with these two, but just put it there for the room. Rank Up Magic Zexal Force, Rank Up Magic Argent Chaos Force, and then Dawn Thousand Thrones, which also lets you rank up your monsters. And then finally, I had the full armored cards. So they are semi-related to the numbers. For instance, like full armored Crystal Zero Lancer is the only non-number monster to have a number on its body. Right there. So for the longest time I had this card in with the numbers, but then once full armored actually became like a full archetype, I decided to just give it its own page. So XYZ Armored Torpedo, I really love this card in Phantom Knights. I use this so many times just to draw the extra card before I go into Utopic Future, and then Utopic Draco Future. Black Ray Lancer, this is one of the first full armored cards, and then we got a newer version, Utopic Ray Lancer, so Black Ray Lancer combined with Utopia. Armor Fortress, Crystal Zero Lancer, so number 94, never got a Chaos form, but I got a full armored form. Dark Knight Lancer, we even got Galaxy Eyes full armor Photon Dragon from the Zexal manga, and then some of the support spells, Armored XYZ, Reincarnation on Veilmail, XYZ on Trust, XYZ Force, and full armored XYZs. And that is it, everybody. So just going back, this is my up-to-date complete number collection, TCG for July 2025. Thank you for watching. Appreciate the support on the channel, and this is Dago FPS signing off.